What's going on, guys? Here I'm going to be going over the top cheap defensive players in Madden 15 Ultimate Team. There's a lot of good players that you can get for cheap prices. A lot of people don't know about. So here I'm just going to be going over my favorites that I've played with and I've learned from experience play very well. So the first one is the cornerback position, and it's Jason Verrett. I love this card. Like, it's probably my favorite card in the game. It has great speed, 94 speed, and it's also amazing in man coverages. He seems to always pick off everything, so that's also a big bonus. You can compare him to a guy like Patrick Peterson, who is way more expensive. Their speed's about the same. Peterson's got a little bit better catching, but for the price, Verrett is almost as good. I had Peterson right off the bat until I sold him for like 300,000 coins. So yeah, Jason Verrett is a great corner. Next at strong safety is William Moore. William Moore is just kind of a basic kind of, he just plays well. He's not very fast, but he's 85 and he has the high hit power. His zone coverage is also decent at 82, so he's very cheap. He's about 1,400 coins and he plays quite well. You compare him to a guy like Chancellor. Chancellor's a lot more flashy of a card, looks a lot nicer. But in reality, Chancellor's not that much better. Chancellor's got better hit power, a little bit better zone coverage, but for the price difference, Moore is just as good, and I've had both of them. LaRon Landry is someone who likes hit powers like dream. LaRon Landry has 92 speed and 99 hit power. He has 99 hit power, and you can get that for 1,900 coins. And so yeah, you can compare him to a guy like Steve Atwater, who people spend 175 to 200,000 coins on, who has worse hit power and worse speed. But his Atwater's zone is a lot better. But if the zone coverage is worth an extra 175,000 coins, then so be it. Craig Robertson is my middle linebacker. He's very fast. He's just quick. He's got good tackling. He's a really good all-around cheap linebacker. 87 speed. Good acceleration and 91 tackling. You can compare him to a guy like Lawrence Timmons. Lawrence Timmons is actually like pretty much the exact same as them. They have almost all the same stats, but Timmons is a lot more expensive. 87 speed, the 91 tackling. Yeah, they're pretty much the same player. I'd definitely get Robinson rather than Timmons. Next is Telvin Smith. Telvin Smith is just fast. He's just speed kills. He's got really high speed, high block shedding. He's got decent zone coverage is at almost an 80, and his tackling is very good too. He's pretty much the same as Lance Briggs. Briggs has good speed. Briggs' acceleration is a little bit lower actually. But yeah, they're all pretty much the same card. And Briggs will cost you about 20,000 more than Telvin Smith. So I'd go with Telvin Smith. Khalil Mack, obviously, this is a given. Just a total stud. He's fast, he's got high block shedding, his acceleration is insane, he's got 93 hit power. Like, Khalil Mack is amazing. I had this card for so long, like, it's insane. The next card, well, you can compare Khalil Mack to Connor Barwin. Barwin's got high speed. Barwin's a great player. If you have the coins, get Barwin, but their stats are very similar, and yeah, you can get Mack for a lot cheaper. Okay, defensive tackle, Stefan Pay. This guy is a maniac. He has 97 strength. I think he has 96 power move. Yeah, he's a crazy good card. One of my favorite defensive tackles. He's not very famous. Like, not a lot of people know him, so he's not very popular, but he's amazing. You compare him to like Kevin Smith, who goes for 120,000 coins. They're really not all that different. Pay actually has him in strength and has around the same power move. So they're Pay is an amazing player. At right end, it was tough to find a good budget player, but Everson Griffin is kind of just an all-around good player. He has decent speed, decent acceleration. His power move is pretty good as well. He's not going to wow anybody, but he's a good card. You can compare him to a guy like Fletcher Cox, who has a lot of the same stats, a little bit better in certain areas, but is a lot more expensive. So I'd definitely go with Everson Griffin. I've had Everson Griffin actually, and he wasn't anything special, but he was all right. The next card is Derek Morgan. Derek Morgan is a pretty good player. He's not anything flashy either. He just has decent stats. You compare him to a guy like Rob Ninkovich, who is a lot more expensive and a lot nicer looking of a card, but just not really that much better. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Look forward to more of these. I'm kind of running out of positions to do, but yeah, I'm going to try and make more Ultimate Team tips. So like and subscribe.